Hello and welcome to Shining Waters Yoga. This is going to be a short practice that you can do any time of day, morning, afternoon, evening, to help ground anxiety. So it's not meant to be a long practice, just a few tools. And in fact, you can take pieces of this practice if you only have time to do one thing. We're living in very uncertain times, so this is to help ground anxiety. I'm not going to give as many modifications as I normally do when I'm teaching. If you follow me and practice with me, you probably know what some of those modifications are. Just please, don't go to the point of pain or strain. And if you are living with any health challenges, please be mindful not to do anything that might be a contraindication for you. You don't need any props for this practice. Certainly you're welcome to bring any props into the practice that you enjoy using in your practice. The only thing that might be helpful is a blanket for padding up the knees or for behind your head when we're relaxing at the end. So to begin, we're going to start on our backs. Assuming maybe that you are doing this in the morning and you've just rolled out of bed. Sometimes it can be difficult to even get that far to get out of bed if you're feeling a sense of dread. But if you can make your way onto the floor, we're going to begin here just connecting to the earth with your knees bent about hip width apart, your feet touching the earth, arms by your side, or if you find it more grounding, you could place your hands on your belly. Take a moment to connect to all the points of contact between your body and the earth. And feel the weight of gravity above you and the support of the earth beneath you. And at any point during this practice, if you feel like you just want to stay in one position, like this one, you can stay here as long as you need to. And start to become aware of your breath, just the natural pace of your breath. Notice if you can feel the breath all the way down into the lowest part of your lungs, or if it feels stuck up in the chest. You can even place a hand on your lower ribs and one up on your chest and just notice what you feel. Maybe taking in a slightly deeper breath and exhaling it out. You're also welcome to place both hands over your heart with the right hand on top and then the left hand over the right. This is the Hridaya Mudra, the mudra for divine refuge, finding that refuge in our heart. And you can even gently make a few circles with your hands over your heart, with the right hand touching your chest. And just notice sensation. Notice this might bring up emotions, but just a little bit of self-massage here. And then breathing into the hands as you inhale, breathing out. Let's take 2 more breaths like that, breathing into your hands. And breathing out. And breathing in at your own pace. And breathing out. Relaxing the arms by your side. Take another full breath in. As you exhale, we're going to start to draw the knees into the chest. Make sure your hips stay down on the ground. Maybe starting to rock a little bit side to side. So these rocking movements can be stimulating to the vagus nerve. They can be calming. I suggest rocking side to side rather than forward and back. That can be a little bit harder on the lower back if you have back pain, but rocking side to side gently. If you like, you can add the Brahmari breath, the bumblebee breath. Oftentimes it's done with a mudra when we're sitting up with Shanmukhi mudra, but just humming your breath out in this position, again, can be stimulating to the vagus nerve and calming. So just inhaling through your nose and exhaling.
And you'll notice that naturally lengthens your breath, breathing in through your nose and breathing out. And one more time, breathing in, breathing out. Quieting the movement, bringing the feet back down. Letting your arms come out to the side. It's a little bit more expansive movement now. If you're comfortable lying flat, stretching your legs out, I'm going to suggest you start from this position. I'm going to invite you to do a somatic movement. If this is not comfortable to lie on your back, just keep your knees bent. And you can just sort of lift the feet up and bring your knees to the side, and we come into twist, and then lift the knees back up and go to the other side. So a little bit modified way of doing the practice. But otherwise, we're going to extend the legs. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to slide your knees up to the left. And if it's okay with your neck, turn your head to the right. If not, just gaze towards the ceiling. And then inhale and extend your legs back to center. As you exhale, you're going to take your knees up to the right the next time and turn your head to the left. Again, only if it's comfortable for your neck. And otherwise, just keep your gaze to the ceiling. Inhale and come back to center, to neutral, extending your legs. Exhale, bring the knees over to the left. Take your gaze to the right. We're going to add one more thing here, turning the left palm down. Right palm's going to stay up. Inhale the legs back to center. Switch the left palm up because we're going to change it up. As you exhale, take your knees over to the right and your head to the left, and the right palm is going to be turned down. Inhale back to center, switch the hands. Exhale, knees to the left, head to the right. Breathing in, bring the legs back to center. And exhale the knees to the right and the head to the left, and change your hand position. Breathing in, extend the legs, both palms up. Exhale, knees to the left hand down, right hand up. Turn your head to the right. One more time to the other side. Breathing in, come back to center. Exhale the knees to the right. The right palm turns down, your head turns to the left. Take your time with that. You can do it a few more times if you want to. Or come back to center, extend the legs, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Inhale, extend the leg, reach the arms. And exhale, draw your left knee into your chest. Inhale, extend the arms overhead, reach your legs. Again, draw your right knee into your chest. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, draw your left knee in. Do that one more time each side. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, extend, and breathing out. And then extending both legs, we're just going to shift over onto our stomach. So take your time, rolling over, coming onto your belly. And we'll do the same thing now, lying on our belly. You can stack your hands if you like to, and just place your forehead down on the back of your hands. Take a few breaths here. Feeling again all the parts of you touching the earth. Breathing deeply all the way down into your belly. And you might feel your belly pressing into the mat as you breathe. And again, this is a place that might be nice to stop and just pause your practice. Very grounding. Stay here as long as you need to. If you feel like you want to start exploring a little bit of a back bend, you can move into the Sphinx pose, coming up onto your forearms and your elbows, with the elbows under the shoulders and the legs about hip width apart, feet are untucked, engaging your leg muscles, breathing in, looking forward. Lengthening through your spine. And as you exhale, feel yourself rooting down through the pubic bone, maybe taking the head down, lengthening through your neck. Breathing in, lifting the head, looking forward gently. And breathing out, looking down. Know that you can come back down to Uttanasana, the face, sort of the face plant pose, I call it. Bringing your head back down to your hands if you want to. Otherwise, breathing in, look forward, lengthen your spine. And breathing out, looking down, tucking the chin. We're going to slowly make our way, as you feel ready, into table posture. For some folks, it's easier to roll onto your side and then come up into all fours. So take your time. Remember, this practice doesn't need to look like anything in particular. It's supposed to just feel good. You might want to shift your weight back and forth a little bit over your hands and over your knees. Again, there's that rocking sensation. We're going to turn this into a little Chakravakasana movement, breathing in, lifting the head, look forward, lift the chest, arching the spine, coming into Vinyasana or the cow posture. And exhale, come down to your forearms, sink your hips back toward your heels. You don't have to come into a full child's pose here. Breathing in, lifting up, look forward, arch your spine. And breathing out, coming down to the forearms. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, coming down. Again, you might move back and forth between these 2 points a few times, breathing in and breathing out. Or you might come down to rest in child's pose. And different options here. Again, if this is too much knee flexion, you could stay a little lifted, use a block under your seat and one under your head. And you can, we'll actually show that. You can actually press your forehead on the block and you're stimulating some acupressure points there, which can be nice and grounding. So feel free to come into any version of child's pose that you like. And then if and only if you feel like you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can come back up to all fours and we'll explore just a little bit of balance, because when life throws us off balance, we need to be able to find our center. So extending your right leg back. We're going to lift the right leg up, toe points down. Feel for drawing your navel in and extend your left arm. Breathing in and breathing out, bring everything down. Slowly switching sides, stretch your left leg back. Lifting that leg up, extend the right arm, breathing in and breathing out. You're drawing the navel in and switching sides, extending the right leg back and the left arm. Take your time with this. Find your balance. If you're not quite ready to extend the arm, you can leave the fingertips down or just keep both hands planted and work your legs. Extending the left leg back, and just go straight back, not lifting up high, not taking it too much into the lower back. We're strengthening those lower back muscles, but that's just a side benefit here, since this practice is more about grounding and anxiety. And here we're actually coming away from that ground. Now we're starting to move a little bit and challenge our balance. That's why I said only if you feel ready to. Can always stay in that child's pose a little bit longer, or skip this part. We're still keeping our gaze down, so we still have that sense of grounding, but exploring a little bit of movement here and exploring connecting to our center, that warming sun center. From here, let's come into a few hip circles, taking the hips back to the right and up to the left. So over to the right, back towards the heels and up to the left. Over to the right, back to the heels and up to the left. And then maybe a few circles in the other direction. And then coming back to your center, and we'll explore a little bit of downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If it's okay for you to invert, otherwise you could come up, you could do this at the wall, but tucking the toes under, spreading the fingers wide apart, drawing up to the center of the arms and engaging your upper arms, your tricep muscles. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, draw the navel and start to lift your knees up off the floor. Lift your hips up toward the sky. Sink your heels back towards the earth. Let your head relax between the arms. Nice long spine. Breathing in and breathing out. Any version of Adho Mukha Svanasana that you like. If you want to pedal your feet, feel free to do that. Bending one knee and then the other. Maybe you just want to be in stillness. If you want to move back and forth, you can feel free to do that. If you want more movement, you can always bring the knees back down into table or come back into child's pose and rest. And from this position, I'm going to come all the way up to stand. And I'm going to walk my hands to my feet, bending my knees deeply and coming up with a flat back. You may not want to stand. Maybe you want to go back and lie down, and you could end the practice here. I'm going to give us a little bit of standing movements, shaking out our stress, shaking out anxiety. So opportunity to continue from here. This is also a good place you could start. If you wanted to start the practice standing, shake it out. Shake out one foot, shake out the other foot, shake out the arms, shake it to the right, to the left, up and down, all around. You can shimmy, you can shake the knees, you can shake the shoulders, the head. Again, it doesn't have to look exactly like what I'm doing. Take care of your body, let it feel good. Animals shake when they're stressed out. Shake out your stress, right? All right, we're gonna gather up any stress that we have in our life. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're gonna throw it out and breathe out through the mouth. If you missed that, we'll do it again. Shake it out, shake it out, shake, shake, shake. Gather up your stress, breathe it in, and exhale it out. Get rid of it. And we'll come into the empty coat arm swing, my favorite. Step the feet a little bit wider apart, a little wider than the hips, maybe mat width apart. Swing your arms side to side. Let the back heel lift as you swing, so that back, you're sort of pivoting on that back foot. Let your breath be natural. You kind of just let your hands hit your shoulder and that lower back where the kidney is. So you're stimulating these different meridians in the body, but you don't have to think about that. Just let the arms swing side to side. Remember, it should feel good. Come back to your center. Find standing mountain posture. Check in with yourself. Notice how you feel. Okay, we're going to get rid of some more stress. We're going to do a few more breathing practices here. So on your inhalation, your arms are just going to swing back. And on your exhalation, you're going to bend your elbows and throw away the stress. We're going to clear our space here. So breathing in and breathing out. And we're going to do the Bhastrika breath, breathing out through the mouth. Just let it all out through your mouth. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And let it go. Next one we're going to do is inhaling. We're going to reach up to the sky. Let's do that for a moment. Just stretch, draw your navel in, reaching up high, maybe even coming up onto the balls of your feet. And exhale, the heels down, relax the arms. All right, so we're going to do that again. Breathing in, lifting the arms up. And this time as we exhale, we're going to come back to that Bhastrika breath. We're going to bend the knees and let the arms come back. So we're going to breathe out. Now make sure you bend your knees as you come forward. You're hinging at your hips a little bit. We're not rounding the back here. So inhaling to come up and exhaling, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. 3 more. Breathe in, reach up, touch the sky, and exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment, check in, notice how you feel. That does get your heart rate up a little bit. Feel your feet touching the earth. If you need a little more grounding, we can come into a forward bend, breathing in, and exhaling, hinging from your hips. Nice long spine, maybe bending your knees a little bit. You could use props here if you want for your hands, or just keep your hands on your legs. Maybe touching the legs wherever you can, the outer shin bones, maybe the toes, maybe touching the ground. You can let your head hang here. If it's safe for you to forward bend more deeply, taking the head below the heart, again, contraindicated for some people. High or low blood pressure, glaucoma, don't come into the full bend. You can stay more lifted. But if you just want to kind of hang here and relax your head and neck and shoulders, nice deep release. You can also lift your left foot, place your left hand underneath. Lift the right foot, place the right hand underneath, coming into Kamasana. Breathing in, breathing out. And then different places we can go from here. As you inhale, start to walk the hands back up, bend your knees deeply, come all the way up, reach the arms, and exhale, hands to your heart. Breathing in and breathing out. Check in, notice how you feel. Again, if you're practicing in the morning, maybe you feel grounded enough and clear enough to go about your day. So this is kind of a backwards practice where instead of ending in final rest, we've kind of started on the floor and worked our energy up to where we can go do whatever's next, make coffee, eat breakfast, go about your day. Now, we kind of brought our energy up, so if you are doing this in the evening, you want to come back down. And you might want to do that anyway if you're not going on to do something else. I would suggest that you either come back down to seated and take a few moments to ground that energy, come back down, touch the earth. You can touch the earth with your fingers, with your hands, or just place your hands in your lap. You can also wrap your fingers around your thumbs, Adi Mudra, and take a moment to let your breath slow back down. Breathing in and out through your nose. Taking one more breath here. And then if you want to come back down to final rest with me, we'll transition now that we have let our breath come down a little bit, coming back down onto your back, supporting your head with a blanket or whatever's comfortable for you. You might end with your feet as wide as the mat, let your knees fall in on each other, supporting each other, or feel free to extend your legs, lie flat if this is comfortable for your back. If you need a little extra support, you could use a pillow, cushion from your couch or something like that to support your legs. But taking a moment to let your body rest now. Again, coming back to all the points of contact between your body and the floor. Feel your body supported by the earth and the weight of gravity. Let your breath start to slow down and your heart rate. Finding an evenness between your inhalation and your exhalation. I'm practicing a few rounds of rhythmic breathing, the Savitri breath, Savitri pranayama. This is where we find that length of breath. If you're just starting out, maybe starting with just a 4 count, breathing in 2, 3, 4, breathing out 2, 3, 4. I'm going to add a little pause between the in breath and the out breath, and between the out breath and the in breath. And that pause is going to be half the count of your breath. So if you breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1, you're going to hold the breath. 1, 2, and breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 1, 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 1, 2. If you want to take it longer, then you can work up to a 6 count breath. I invite you to do that. Take your time coming into rhythmic breathing, which can help to balance our emotions, help to balance our nervous system, our body, our mind, and our breath, all coming into synchronicity and finding a sense of homeostasis or balance in the body. Breathing out. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2, 3. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2, 3. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2, 3. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 2, 3. Continuing on your own at your own pace. If you want to do a 4-2 count or a 6-3 count. When you're ready to come out, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe stretch, move in any way that feels good for you. Slowly make your way onto your side, using your hands to support you. Taking your time, coming back up to a seated position, any comfortable seat. And from here, the last little practice I'll offer, it's a nice way to end, and also a nice way to begin, is to just breathe in and open the arms wide. And exhale and give yourself a hug, crossing one arm over the left. Find your shoulders, give yourself a nice hug, twisting side to side. Releasing our natural oxytocin, feel-good hormones. And then inhale, open the arms wide. One more time. Exhale, cross the other arm on top. Give yourself another hug as you deserve it. Know that you are indeed loved and that you are love itself. Bringing the hands to the heart. Balancing the right and the left sides of the brain and the body. Perhaps offering a moment of gratitude for anything that's in your heart. Taking deep breaths to lift the heart and exhaling, bowing the mind to the heart. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. May you know peace. Peace be with you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you for practicing. Please take care.